Distribuição Viacom.
Here he comes, here he comes. There's the trumpet, there's the drums, here he comes. Hopalong, Cassidy, here he comes.
Hurry up, California. We want to get to your cousin's ranch before dark.
About ready to move on, Hoppy.
Good. Trying to look like a millionaire.
Well, if I'm going to be rich, I gotta look the part.
Lucky, you know, I knew a fellow once that worried himself to death because he inherited a couple of million.
Yeah, a lot of money's hardly worth the trouble it causes.
That's the gratitude I get for cutting you two in a fortune.
Fortune? How do you know it's a fortune?
Well, doggone it, it's such a big place that hire 'em had to hire a lawyer to keep track of things. What, where, there. What did the letter say?
You read it.
What did it say?
Doggone, I forgot my glasses. Here, you read it, Hoppy.
I've read this thing so many times, you should know it by heart.
Yeah, but I want him to memorize it.
Oh, my dear Mr. Carlson, I regret to inform you that your cousin Hiram Baxter has passed on. Your presence is required at the Boxall Ranch, in the above-named county 2 weeks from today, for the reading of a will. Very truly yours, David J. Potter, attorney at law.
Hoppy, you weren't reading that thing.
Why should I? I know it by heart.
Well, anyway, what do you say now, huh?
Well, it's too bad the lawyer didn't tell you how much money you're going to get.
I'll probably get plenty of it. Oh, here, Hoppy, will you fix this dirt?
All right, I guess I'll have to if we're ever going to get started.
Maybe I'll get $1 million, huh?
Yeah, maybe 2. There you are, pretty as a mail order ad.
A mail order ad? Huh. Well, some of them pictures are mighty pretty.
Mr. Carlson's coat, sir.
Mr. Carlson's hat, sir.
And Mr. Carlson's horse, sir.
Thank you, gents.
gone.
Yeah, and we didn't even get a look at him.
I was trying to one of California's relatives come out to welcome him.
Now, why blame it on my kinfolks?
That's right. They might be respectable people. Make sure that fire's out, will you, Lucky?
Right, Avi.
Give me a hand, dear. This is it, all right. Yeah, that attorney didn't waste any time taking over the old homestead.
Well, someone had to till I got here.
Yes, Mr. Carlson. Would you ring the bell, Mr. Carlson?
Sure. No bell.
No.
I'll have that fixed.
That's a good idea. Well, let's see if there's anybody home.
Ain't a bad-looking house.
No, it's kind of lonesome looking.
Well, kinda.
What do you want?
Oh, how do you do?
I'm sorry. We can't take in any strangers.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm California Carlson. I'm supposed to be here.
Oh, of course, we've been expecting you, Mr. Carlson. But these gentlemen...
Oh, well, we're friends of Mr. Carlson's.
Well, you can stable your horses over there, but I can't promise you strangers a bed. That'll be for Mr. Potter to decide.
Are you Mrs. Potter?
No, I'm the housekeeper, Matilda Hackett. Miss Matilda Hackett.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
I take orders from Mr. Potter now that poor dear Mr. Hiram has passed on. And him hardly cold in his grave. And everybody flocking round to see what they can get.
Were you a particular friend of Mr. Hiram?
Yes, rich or poor. The voices told me last night he knew that.
Voices?
Yes, the spirits talk to me all the time. Yes.
The brown horse is yours.
Charlie. Come on, let's go. Poppy.
Yeah?
You mean ghosts?
Well, I guess so. But you know there isn't any such thing.
Do I?
Sure. Now, there's nothing to worry about. You two get unsaddled. I'll be right back.
Wait a minute. You ain't
I
leaving me
won't be
in...
gone long. Now, don't do any talking.
Don't worry. I ain't seen a word to nobody.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Matt.
Now get this, Ralph. I want my money and no more excuses.
All right. Give me a little more time, can't you?
How much more?
Well, Potter's reading the will tonight. I can pay you right after that. You're not going to say anything about this, are you?
Not if I get paid. You know what happens to people who welch on gambling debts?
Well, guess we'll put these in there.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Who said that? What you trying to do, scare everybody to death or something? I can't do what?
You can't put them things in there.
I wonder who he is.
I don't know. Don't take any notice of them. Well, let's put them in.
I said you can't do that.
What right do you got to give me orders?
Them is Potter's orders. You better do as he says.
Is that so? Now, you just listen to me. I'm a relative around here. I get certain rights. You understand?
No.
No. Oh, go on him. I ain't taking this from you, you understand?
I wouldn't do that, California.
Somebody else tell me what to do now. Hoppy, this old brush pile won't let me make a move.
Well, what have we here? Another relative?
I'm Joshua Colder. I'm the only hand left on the place.
Oh. Well, from the looks of things, you haven't been very busy lately.
I ain't done much since my rheumatism come on me. Well, I've got to be getting along. I ain't no relative, and I don't want to be none.
Well, they certainly welcome you with open arms.
Yeah, but they can't be all that bad, Hoppy. You know, maybe he... say, where you been?
Oh, just looking the place over.
See anything?
Yeah, I saw one of California's relatives, and where they buried the others.
Didn't see no ghosts.
No. I think I see one coming.
Mr. Carlson. Mr. Carlson. I see you made yourselves at home.
Oh, Joshua made us very comfortable.
Well, Mr. Potter says you can stay. He wants to see you.
Good.
The voices said there would be strangers coming here, and I don't like it.
I agree with the last part.
This is Ruth Baxter, daughter of Tom.
How do you do?
Howdy.
Poor thing, her father killed himself right here in this house.
My father did not commit suicide. You know he was murdered.
I'm only saying what the coroner said. Oh, we're wasting time talking about it. I'll go get Mr. Butler. Well, here they are.
You must be California Carlson. My name's Potter.
I'm glad to know you, Mr. Potter, but I'm Hopalong Cassidy. This is California.
Oh, how do you do?
Howdy, Mr. Potter.
This is Lucky Jenkins.
How do you do?
We're friends of California's.
I told the two strangers you'd let them stay. However, we're not prepared for them.
We can take care of them all, Matilda.
Thank you, Mr. Potter. I don't mean to intrude, but you see, I've always sort of looked out for California.
That's quite all right, Mr. Cassidy. There's no secrets. After you've cleaned up a bit, we'll have dinner. Then for the formality of the will. Matilda, show the gentleman to the master's bedroom.
Yes, Mr. Potter. The master's bedroom.
Well, see you later.
Right?
I'll bring our things.
Right.
The voices won't like you sleeping in that room. But they'll be angry with Mr. Potter, not me.
Let's go out and sleep with the horses.
Not all your life. I'm tired. Besides, I want to meet some of the voices.
You'll be an honor. No one has occupied this room since the master's death.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I'd rather not be.
I've kept it locked. Everything is just as it was the night he died, and I suggest you keep it locked, too.
Hey, you take it, Hoppy.
Come on, come on.
Now, ain't that comfortable and restful?
Looks more like a zoo to me.
Oh, Mr. Hiram was a great hunter and a good shot.
Is that so?
Ain't that a wonderful bed?
Oh, it sure is. Is it the best?
Yeah, both your cousins died in it.
Don't worry, there ain't nothing to be afraid of. I don't think.
Well, I hope you'll enjoy your stay with us.
Oh, I'm sure we will, especially Mr. Carlson.
Good.
Hoppy, will you listen to me?
I just take it easy. Sit down and relax.
Potter said anything to you about my IOUs?
No, he hasn't. But Mr. Potter won't let Matt Ogden crowd you.
Why couldn't my stepfather have left me some money without any strings attached to it?
Shh, you mustn't talk that way. When I speak to the spirits tonight, I'll see what can be done.
You can carry on with that foolishness. I'm going to go and talk to Potter. If he sold out, we'd all have some money.
Oh, now, he must have his reasons for waiting.
Well, I don't trust him. And he better not double-cross me.
That's the best meal I ever tasted.
Beats the stew and beans you cook.
You should try California's cooking sometime.
Yes, of course. Can we read the will now?
Just like all the rest, aren't you? Can't wait to see what you'll get.
If you'll all go in the library, we'll proceed as soon as the others arrive.
Have that repaired. No place a man would be allowed to get in this condition.
Put that on your list.
Sure will.
Hello, Father.
Hello, Phineas. This is another cousin, a beneficiary in the will, Mr. Phineas Phipps.
Glad to know all of you, I'm sure. Well, let's get on with it, Potter. I'm in a hurry. My time is worth money.
Now, just a minute, Phineas. All right, Joshua.
Just another one of your nice relatives, California.
Oh, you can't blame him too much. You can pick your friends, but not your relatives.
Well, Potter, shall we start?
Right away. Phineas, this is your cousin, Ralph Baxter.
How do you do?
We missed you at dinner, Ralph.
I've got more important things on my mind.
Come along, Ralph. Follow me.
Nice room.
Come in.
Good-looking fella. My cousin Hiram?
Yes. There was a picture of Tom hanging next to him, but it's broken, and Matilda removed it.
She took it down because she hated my father.
You're mistaken, Ruth. The frame was broken. I saw it myself.
Oh, what's a broken picture got to do with this? I'm in a hurry.
Yeah, let's get on with the will.
Very well.
I, Hiram Baxter, being of sound mind and body, and not acting under duress.
Oh, dad blast it all, Potter. Do we have to sit here and listen to you read pages of that tummy rot, which we don't understand anyway?
This is the legal procedure. However, if it's agreeable to all parties concerned, I can say it in my own words.
Why, certainly. Go on.
Sure.
Actually, this document is very simple. When Tom Baxter, Ruth's father, died, he stipulated that his brother Hiram be appointed executor of the estate. The income from the property was given to 7 people. Ruth Baxter, Ralph Baxter, California Carlson, Matilda Haggett, Joshua Coulter, Phineas Phipps, and Hiram. When Hiram died, the estate was to be equally divided among the remaining 6 people. If one of them dies, his or her share shall be divided among the other 5, 4, 3, 2, and so on.
I might have known there would be some trick about this.
There's no trick, Phineas.
Well, suppose we all live a spell longer. Then what do we get?
Yes.
I'm afraid not much. The herd's dwindled to nothing, and we've had several dry seasons.
But what about the land? That should be worth something.
The land is practically worthless. And on top of that, there's a loan at the bank must be paid off.
I see. In other words, there isn't much left for anybody.
I could manage to raise something for the beneficiaries if they will all agree to sell.
Sell? If the land has no value, who's going to buy it?
A man I'm acquainted with could use it at his price.
Well, if it's worth something to a friend of yours, it certainly should be worth something to these people.
That is for them to decide, Mr. Cassidy.
Then why don't we find out what they want to do?
Matilda, will you sell your share?
Why, yes, if you think it's best, Mr. Potter.
Oh, sure, sell.
There's nothing else to do. I'll sell.
And I won't sell.
And I won't sell. Maybe something can be done with this place.
Mr. Lawyer, I've given this a lot of thought, and I...
Won't sell.
I won't? Well, that's it. My,
Advisor.
advisor says we won't sell, so I won't sell.
Well, Mr. Potter, everyone has expressed their opinion.
And they're showing very poor judgment.
Mr. Potter, The place seems to have lost a lot of money, and I, for one, would like an accounting.
These tally sheets are all I have, but you're welcome to them.
Didn't anyone keep a set of books?
My father had account ledgers. I know he did.
If he did, I never saw them, Miss Baxter. And I'll remind you that I'm handling the affairs of this estate as per prescribed in the will. What's so amusing, Mr. Cassidy?
Oh, I was just thinking about how funny this is.
Funny? Well, it's not funny to me. Nobody but a crooked, crazy old skinflint like Hiram could have thought of a will like that.
There's nothing unusual about the document?
No, except that it might be a great temptation for them to try to kill each other. These 6 people could be cut down to, we'll say, 3, 2, or even 1. Take care of him.
So you tried to kill me, eh, Matt?
You're crazy. I heard a shot.
You got Phineas by mistake. He was sitting next to me.
I don't even know this Phineas. I'm more interested in those IOUs. You ain't gonna get any money, according to what I heard Potter say.
I'm going to get more than $500. I got a special deal with Potter. You know that.
Oh, Potter, over here. Seems anybody around.
Ralph has found someone.
We have.
What are you doing here, Matt?
I come to see you, and Ralph here accused me of trying to kill him.
Did you?
Huh? Of course not. I was just showing him. My gun ain't been fired.
It hasn't. This man a friend of yours?
His name is Matt Ogden. He runs a saloon in town. But he'd have no reason to harm anyone here.
You said you came here to see Mr. Potter.
Yes. From time to time, I handle little odd jobs for him, like serving papers, you know.
Have you any papers for him to serve tonight?
No, not tonight. I'll talk to you tomorrow about that Higgins matter. Right now, we have more important things to attend to.
Sure, Mr. Potter. You coming into town tomorrow, Ralph?
Yeah, I'll be there. You can depend on it.
Good. Well, good night.
Good night. We better get back to the house. What about Phineas?
Can't help him now, Hop.
What do you mean?
He's dead.
You shouldn't have moved the body.
We didn't move it.
He was right here when I went outside.
Why, this is incredible, Mr. Cassidy. I don't understand it.
I better send Joshua into town to get the
That
sheriff.
won't do any good now. Well, don't look so surprised. You can't prove there's been a murder without the corpus delicti.
You're right.
What is this corpus business?
It means you had to have a dead body to prove someone's been killed.
Well, the voices said this would happen.
Stop that insane talk, Matilda.
Maybe it's not so insane, Mr. Potter. You remember what I said about the 6 relatives? Phineas is number 1.
Oh, my gosh. Give me a high number.
I suggest you all go to bed and send for the sheriff tomorrow.
Looks like there's nothing else to do.
I ain't going up to that room unless you go with me.
You stick close to Lucky. I'll be right there. Go on.
ought to be in bed, Mr. Cassidy.
I think you're right. Good night, Matilda.
Good night.
Now what happened?
I just sat down on the bed and flop it fell apart.
Well, that's something else you can have fixed.
Hoppy, let's get out of this place. Looks like I ain't gonna get much out of it anyway.
Maybe we ought to head back to the bar 20, Hop.
We're staying right here.
And those kinfolks of mine, they don't seem so much.
I'll agree with you about the kinfolks. I got a hunch this place is worth more than you think.
What do you mean, Hoppy?
Oh, they're all watching each other, arguing and talking about double-crossing.
Yeah, and there ain't so much to fight over.
Well, if the place is worthless, what are they arguing about?
The ranch can't be worth much. Even the account books are gone.
Well, I'm going to look into that in the morning.
What might this read?
What's the matter? Lost your glasses?
Don't tell me you got something else for us to read.
All right, bring it over here. We'll read it.
Oh, I can read it myself later.
Come on, Lucky.
What is it, Hoppy?
I just saw Ruth sneaking across the patio. We'd better see what she's up to.
I better go with you.
Now, you stay here and get some rest, but don't fall asleep.
Well, if I do, I'll sleep with one eye open and one foot in the ground.
That bed's going to be a little crowded for 3 people.
For you and Lucky and me?
No, you and your 2 dead cousins.
Yeah. Nervous or cold. Doggone it, I'm nervous.
I'm glad you came, dear.
Did you leave a message in my room?
Yes. Now, don't be frightened. I want to help you.
What's the information I'm to get here?
Important information. The spirits have instructed me to help you.
Go on.
You're to go to the hidden canyon tomorrow morning. You'll see 3 pillars of stone. Follow the trail right up to the top of the hill.
What will I find there?
Something that will benefit you, dear.
Well, I don't...
Oh, you must go. I'll have the rig ready for you at daylight. Now, trust me. When you were at boarding school, I worried all the time. Now, I'm glad to have the opportunity to help you.
All right. I'll do as you say.
That's fine. I delivered the message. Is there anything else?
You have done well, Matilda.
What about Ralph? Should we...
Do not mention his name. Concern yourself with the strangers.
All right. I'll be back tomorrow.
Either I'm crazy or she is. Did I hear voices, or was Matilda talking to herself?
Well, she wasn't talking to herself.
Well, do you believe in ghosts?
No. But Matilda apparently does. Come on, I want to see something.
You can't do that.
Can't do what?
Tramp around where folks is buried. Them's Potter's orders. It ain't good for you, neither.
It isn't, huh? Potter even runs the graveyard, too. Thanks, Joshua. Good night.
Good night.
What are we going to do about the voices?
That'll have to wait. Right now, I'm thinking about what might happen to that girl tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll have to get up early. Better get to bed.
You won't have to worry about it. I'm going alone. It's Cassidy. Answer me. Are you all right?
Yes, help me.
I'll be right there. Can you get that rope around your waist?
I can make it.
You all set?
I think so.
All right, now put your feet against the side of the wall when I start to pull you. There you are. You sure you're not hurt?
No, I'm not.
That's good. I should have warned you last night. I was afraid something like this would happen.
Do you mean somebody deliberately dug this trap to kill me?
I certainly do.
Just wait till I get back and talk to Matilda.
Oh, I wouldn't say anything to her if I were you.
But she was the one that told me to come here. She must have known what would happen to me.
I'm not sure that she did. But don't take any chances from now on. Somebody's out to make you number 2 on that list of relatives.
I'm afraid so. Hoppy, will you help me?
I'll do anything I can for you.
Something Jeffers, what happened?
That's all right.
Now, don't get mad, Hoppy, because we called you. California thought you might need us.
Yeah, it was my idea. Well, sure.
Never mind whose idea it was. It was a good one. Lucky you take Ruth back to the ranch and don't let her out of your sight until I get there.
Sure thing, Hoppy.
And please don't worry.
I'll try not to.
For now, Hoppy.
I want to take a look at this worthless property, as Potter calls it.
Kind of crazy. He's drilling for water so far away from the ranch house.
They're not drilling for water. That's an oil rig.
Oil?
Sure. So this is why Potter wanted you relatives to sell out.
Why, the dirty crook.
Get out of here.
We drove him off. I'm going to see Potter.
Did the horse run away with you?
That explanation will do until you can supply a better one.
I was wondering if you'd be back in time for dinner.
And you did expect me back?
Well, I never know how many people will be at the table anymore.
Thanks, Lucky.
You're welcome, Ruth. How can California be back any minute?
I told you not to come here again. Yeah, but I thought you ought to know that fella Cassidy was hanging around the oil rig. What? Yeah, don't worry, we drove him off. What about the girl?
She just came back with that young cowboy.
Did the housekeeper do as you told her?
Of course she did.
Do you think Matilda...
Double-crossed me?
Yes.
No, she'll do anything if I tell her the spirits want it that way.
Maybe that fella Cassidy has something to do with the girl coming back.
I'll settle with him before many hours pass. Now, you get back into town.
Yes, sir.
I'll send word if I need you. Your friends didn't get back in time for that excellent dinner, Lucky.
Don't worry, they'll be here.
I never know how many will be left to feed.
Good night.
Good night.
I'm going out for a walk, get some fresh air.
I'll join you. Won't you come along, Lucky?
No, if you don't mind, I'll wait in the library till my friends get back.
Make yourself at home.
Thanks. Sneaking in for?
Don't scare me.
How's Ruth? Is she all right?
Sure, I was with her. I wonder if she ever got here.
Well, never mind that. California, I want you to stay out here in the hall by the door. Lucky, you go up to our room, keep an eye on the patio. See anyone coming near the house, let me know.
Right. You know something, Hoppy? I'm hungry.
Always talking about eating. Can't you wait?
You can get something to eat later. Now stay right here.
Always thinking about eating. He's had his dinner. Never had no relatives. What I have? I have a mother and a pa. Oh,
What do you want?
Where's Mr. Cassidy?
Why?
There's something I want to tell him.
Why, he'll be back in a few minutes.
All right, I'll wait for him.
You know, you can tell me anything you want Hoppy to know. I'll wait for it.
Fried chicken. Footsteps in the wall.
It was the mice.
Mice? Well, they sure had big feet.
I'll go see if I can get him for you.
Thanks.
Somebody shot him.
Ralph! Can't do anything more for him.
Who killed him?
I don't know, ma'am.
You did. You didn't like him.
What was he doing in your room?
He was looking for Hoppy. Said he had something he wanted to tell him.
What was it?
He wouldn't tell me. I went looking for Hoppy and heard a shot and came back in here and found him like that.
These windows and doors are all closed. I can't understand it.
I tell you, Hoppy, somebody fired a shot in this room.
I'll say somebody fired a shot in this room. You did. One shell is discharged.
Sure, I took a shot at a rabbit just before dinner.
He killed him. He killed him. I know he did it.
This looks bad for you, Lucky.
I'll vouch for him, Potter.
I can't take your word, Mr. Cassidy. I'm going to turn him over to the sheriff. This time we have the corpus delicti and the murderer.
Don't move, anybody.
Give me that gun, Lucky.
Sorry, Hoppy, these people are trying to frame me.
You better let the sheriff straighten this out.
He'll straighten out the kinks of a rope.
Oh, no, I won't. I'm leaving this room and nobody's going to stop me.
Where's Mr. Cassidy? I'll ride into town and get the sheriff to organize a posse. Saddle my horse.
Now what, Hoppy?
We'll have to wait till morning, then I'm going to take this place apart.
Yeah, but Lucky.
I think we can figure it out before the sheriff catches him.
Mr. Carson. Mr. Carson. I want you to come with me.
But I was just...
Oh, come on. Come on.
Who lives here?
The friends, the voices. I brought a friend with me.
Thank you.
Do not remain here. Take what you can and leave.
Yes, sir. Gonna go now?
You may go. It was nice seeing you again.
Oh, it was nice seeing you. Matilda, I think we ought to... Hoppy! Let me out of here. Let me out. Hoppy! I'm telling you, Hoppy, I heard the voices last night.
Yeah, I know. Don't bother me.
I have a mind to get out of this place. And how we going to prove that Lucky didn't do the killing, huh? And him running away, that makes it look worse.
Yeah, I know it does, but will you stop blabbing? I'm trying to think.
Oh, sure.
Where was that chair? Out this way. There. Ralph was sitting here. The bullet went right through his heart.
Cousin Hiram of mine, he was kind of funny, too.
I hate to talk about your relatives, but I think he was crooked.
Oh, I think nothing of it. He was just a shirt-tailed relative.
Can't figure it out.
Oh, quit worrying about it and figure this out for me. I still ain't found my glasses.
You and your glasses.
What's it say, Hoppy?
It's just an old shopping list of Matilda's.
Yeah, I thought it was something about onions and potatoes.
Yeah.
Would you mind telling me what's going on?
Not now. Where did you see Potter last?
In the library.
Get out and see if he's still there. If he is, tell him I want to talk to him in the master's bedroom.
What you want with him?
Never mind. When you're sure he's in the room with me, you go out in the patio and see that nobody leaves the house.
Well,
hurry up. Go on.
What he wants with Potter. He wants me to do this. Oh, Mr. Potter.
Can't you see I'm busy? What do you want?
Well, excuse me, but Hoppy wants to talk to you upstairs.
All right.
I know he was busy. You know, Hoppy wouldn't send for you just to waste your time.
Yes, I'm sure of that. You want to see me?
Yes, I think we should have a little talk. Come in. Sit down. In California's interest, I've done some investigating. I've uncovered some things that need explaining.
For instance?
You've been embezzling money from this estate.
You can't prove that.
What about the books in the cabinet downstairs?
I destroyed them this morning.
I figured you'd do that, so I found them and read them last night. Now, you either sold those cattle or hidden them someplace.
I can satisfactorily explain any entry you've seen.
And what about the oil well you're drilling and not letting the heirs in on it?
All of this won't save your friend from hanging for the murder of Ralph Baxter.
I think it will. Ralph apparently found out something and came to this room to tell me about it. That's why he was killed.
Now, you're crazy, Cassidy.
And the same person that killed Ralph killed Phineas and set a trap for Ruth. Now, either you did it or you had an accomplice.
I'm no murderer.
Stay where you are. Sit down. You see, I do know how Ralph was killed. What's the matter? Is Is that chair uncomfortable, Mr. Potter?
I know. It's just that...
Then talk and talk fast.
All right, all right. I admit the embezzlement, but as I told you before, I'm no murderer.
Then who's your accomplice?
You would have killed me upstairs.
Hoppy! Hoppy, where are you? Hoppy, who done the shoot? Matilda! Matilda! Oh, where's Hoppy? There's your mice again. Must be Ratch, and it ain't Ratch. Will somebody do something? Doggone it, where's Hoppy? There's... Thanks. for her.
It's your deceased cousin, Hiram Baxter.
Glad to know you. Hiram?
Now I know my father was murdered.
You murdered a lot of people, Ruth.
Hoppy, I found the missing Boxwell herd in the West Basin.
Never mind about that. I have the prisoner. Where's Mr. Potter?
Potter's dead.
Hiram Baxter. I thought he was dead.
Well, he was supposed to be, but he's very much alive.
Yes, but I don't see...
I'll give you all the evidence you need to prove that this man murdered Ralph Baxter, Phineas Phipps, and probably his brother Tom. A couple of minutes ago in this passageway, he killed Potter.
So he could get the ranch.
Exactly. All right, Sheriff. I'll exchange prisoners with you.
Oh, Mr. Hiram alive and Mr. Potter dead. Oh, what will the voices say?
Now, take it easy. Don't go to carrying on.
But Mr. Hiram's alive and Mr. Potter's dead. Oh, I'll get the water.
He fainted.
Well, here we are. There, Joshua. I knowed all the time who did the killing. First I thought it was you. Then I thought it was Crestbile. Excuse me, I mean him.
But it was you, California.
The voices again.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Ghost. Hoppy can prove I'm innocent.
Then he should be here to defend you.
I'll get him. Hoppy! Hoppy!
Well, there it is. There's how Hiram did it.
It was his voice coming out of that thing?
Sure, I found it out in the graveyard.
Oh.
Oh, now, don't you feel badly, Matilda. They just took advantage of you because you believe in spirits. And if it makes you any happier, you keep right on doing it.
No more of that, Mr. Cassidy. I'm going to devote myself to helping Ruth to run the ranch.
Me too, now that my rheumatism's gone.
Ah, that's good. Well, goodbye, Ruth, and good luck.
I don't have to say anything, Hoppy. You know how I feel.
Sure I do.
Bye, Ruth.
Bye, Lucky.
Bye, Matilda.
So long, California. I guess Lucky will have to help me run the Bar 20. And don't forget, write to us. So long.
Right to it. Lucky help him run the ranch. If he can do without me, I can do without him. Miss Ruth, you take my share of the place. I'm going back with Hoppy. Goodbye. Hoppy, wait for me. I'm coming, Go. Wait.
What's the matter, California?
Well, you can't help Hoppy run the Bar 20 without me. And besides, Hoppy,
Besides, we told him to write, and he hasn't found these glasses yet. Come on. Come on. So long, Joshua.